Good morning, my fellow Knights of Freedom. There's nothing like the sound of fresh running water through the countryside. It's just the sound of peace. Smell that? I smell fear in the air too. There's nothing like the smell of fear. The fear of tyrants, of patriots. The fear of patriots from tyrants. Yes, as I've been reporting since the beginning of my videos last January 2011 is when I started doing. I've always talked the talk on my website and on my blogs on myspace.com with my writing abilities, but no one had the pleasure of enjoying the sound of my experienced talk radio voice, because I've been in talk radio, the family business, hey, our urban vitamin store. I've been a guest on my mom's show for a very long time. I haven't been on that much in the past since I've been fighting for freedom since 2008, since I started running for Congress, because they frowned on me being a talk radio person and having the advantage over the other candidates. Yeah, right, man. I'm a third party flag man from the, like I said, smell that smell? Yeah, I love it. The smell of fear. The government fearing the people is what this country's all about. NAFTA, not NAFTA, PIPA, SOPA, ACTA. They're coming up with all this stuff to shut down free speech on the internet. And yes, like I said, smell that smell? Yeah, that's Skunk Head, Janet Napolitano. The godmother of the federal family. Hey, she's in charge of Homeland Security of the world, not just here in America, as you know from my blog about FEMA camps around the world. In Australia, it was a guy, a patriotic, as always, a veteran, a veteran soldier of the Australian Army, doing some reconnaissance and checking out all the information he could about FEMA camps in Australia. Very good blog. I'll link it to this video too. But anyways, this is an update on, yes, you read the title right, Skunk Head Big Sis strikes again. And I'm going, when as always, it's going to be a blog on my website, but it's also, I'm going to link up another blog that I already did, because in this video, and I want to include the information on this blog too, that they're like, since ACTA, since Obama, we fought PIPA and SOPA and won here in America. But as always, like I said in that video and on that blog about SOPA and PIPA, the world, they showed us that they don't care what American laws are, and like with all these wars and like they showed us I don't know how long ago it was. I know it was probably 2008 when they banned Michael Savage in England. That was like the sign, like he said, if I'm a canary in a cage, like the canary in the coal mine. Savage always says, if they're gonna do things against him first to show, and we're able to see, the canary get attacked. Well, in the old story how it goes, the canary died, so the miners knew how to get to get the hell out of the mine before, they die. So, like with banning Savage in England. They just said, screw you Americans, we're gonna screw you with we're gonna take away your websites on the internet, and we're gonna do it through international law. We don't care about your laws in your country, because they're out in the open. They aren't Americans. This country's run by a bunch of Nazi fascist pigs, man. And like I said, they're afraid, because they know that, the Patriot Underground is a lot bigger than it looks, because we're ready. 2012 is the year of the Minuteman, and like I said, we're ready. All we have to fear is fear itself, and most patriotic Americans, which our greatest patriots are our veterans and our soldiers, and they have no fear. I'm a unique individual that I didn't join the service, but I have that instinct of, I don't know where it comes from my bloodline of being a Italian American, part Iroquois. I have a little Swedish in me, a little German, like a typical American. I have a lot of European blood in and I'm definitely a fighter. Like I told my fellow patriot leaders on the internet today, the two of them, I said, for this march on Monday, I'm doing my damnedest to be there for this march. Look at that. Because there's this giant patriotic magnet inside my body, and it's just, anytime, like on 9/11, I was a caged animal because it was pulling me to New York. I wanted to help rebuild. I wanted to join. I was too old to join the service then, and it's like, so with things like this, things that I can go to, and that's why I do all these odd jobs. Like I told my one fellow Patriot leader, the leader of the Fayette County Patriots, I said, I've done this, I do this schedule, I'm my own boss, so I can be a 2012 Minuteman or a 2011 Minuteman. I've been a Minuteman since I've been walking for the troops. I was a slave to my job in Pittsburgh, but when I did like the Morgantown job, I still worked on my own schedule and things like that. So basically, out of the 5.5 years of walking, I've been a slave to my job, but I found ways to get the patriotic marching in, and I did it under the lights in Pittsburgh when I was a slave to my job. But I've made sure that I'm a spatula for hire, because I'm a chef, I'm a DJ, and so that way I can be free for events like on Monday to go march on Washington DC. So I'm gonna do. There's this magnet inside me with events like this. Like when I went to New York City, I was pulled to the protest at Ground Zero for the mosque. I have this patriot magnet inside of me, and I follow it all my life. And so thanks for joining me. Go check out my blog about big fat sis skunk head Jen Napolitano. She likes to call herself, I like to call her spaghetti and meatballs. And I always say we have to we have to 86 in being a chef. That means take it off the menu because we're out of it. We have to 86 the spaghetti and meatballs from our from the menu of our protection, because we just don't feel safe anymore. And so her doing a PR piece to try to get the American people to love her.